Enquiries and services call 0707 and 67032. 0707 and 67032. Thank you.
Senior Dave TV.
So Mr. Njagi, kotini kuna kwa kubaya hivyo?
Hii sio mambo ya kucheza nayo. It's a very serious case. It's a crime.
Na nikuulize, kuna mama fulani hapo neighbor yangu hapo nyumbani. I think sijui nasikianga alinyang'anywa mali yake. Na wazazi after bwanake kukufa. Huyo mtu anaweza saidiwa aje?
We can just engage her.
Na ako na haki ya kupata ile mali kwa sababu wanasemanga
2 hours later.
Jua na iwekanga maigaga atiriri. Kuna mtu anaoga maigaga ati muthuri atanakunigite aku akaimako. Akaimako. I think kuna mtu kama ndiye huyu. Tuangalie. Oh, Baba Steve.
Hello.
Thank you for coming. Ukoaje?
Niko salama sana.
Yes, karibu sana.
Asante.
Yes.
Yeah.
Umekuaje lakini?
Mimi niko salama. Niko wazima.
Hata nimekuwa nimerelax hapa tukiwa na officer Njagi hapa. Tukikugoja.
Okay.
Yes.
Mnanigoja na mnajua mmeniweka ndani. Mnanigoja nifanye kazi gani kama mmeniweka ndani na officer Njagi?
Haiko sangi hivyo. Sijaisikia kitijio haina damu.
Kwani mimi ni mbuzi nachinjwa? Ama mnasema namna gani?
Unajua sasa hapa ni kama tunajaribu kutafuta ukweli. Na jinsi ya kutafuta ukweli, si ulisema tutumie sheria?
Na ni vizuri sana.
Sheria inasema ukipatikana na makosa usiwekwe wapi? Usiwekwe nyumbani upelekwe.
Lakini nilishindwa vile mnafanya kazi. Kwa sababu kupatikana na hatia.
Yes.
Hiyo inatokana na kotini. Lakini mlifanya kazi yenu. Congratulations officer Njagi. Lakini koti nayo iliniona sina makosa. Na ikaniona
ilikuona hata una makosa.
Kwa sababu kama ningekuwa na makosa hawangenipea bodi nitoke.
Bodi wezi.
Nilienda pale nikatoka na bodi. Well, the only thing I know.
Jua pia hawezi weka watu wote wanaweka tu jela. Lazima pia wanapeana stadi nini.
Hata sikatai.
Hiyo hakika.
Nakubaliana na nyinyi kabisa.
Yes.
But all the same. Na hiyo mtakuja kujua kwa sababu sitaki kuongea mengi. Kwa sababu kesi bado inaendelea. Lakini kulingana na mahali nimefikisha. Najua kabisa I am the right owner of that piece of land as per now. Na
so you can confirm as per now.
Yes.
Okay.
Kwa sababu unajua katika kesi it's a two-way traffic.
Not according to the reality. It is as per now.
It is according to the reality because that is what it is. Ile nataka kusema hapa Sidia Defu nielewe vizuri. Hata uwe una uhakika gani na mambo na unaongea ukweli gani na mambo iwe imefikishwa kotini kabla the deadline, kesi inaweza enda in any way. Now it's up to me to prove how I acquired the piece of land.
Okay.
You get my point?
Yes.
Na kufikia hapo nilitumia njia zangu zenye sinastahili.
Yes.
One, niliuziwa ile piece of land with the legal documents. And that is what differs. As long as I have the legal documents, I am not afraid of anything. Point number 2. I had a lawyer to advise me in the case. Lakini,
what was the name of that lawyer?
That is my lawyer. Na wakati ambao atahitajika kuapia hapo, mtamuona na mtajua jina yake. All I want you to know, kwa sababu naona ni kama mnatampu na hiyo case. I can't tell you the name of my lawyer. Nimekuwa nikiona, if you know, that is according to you. To me, I say I have my lawyer. That is my stand for now.
Okay.
Wakati atahitajika, atakuja sasa pale kotini. In case atahitajika, all I know, nataka mjue, I used the due process. Umenielewa?
Yes.
Kama kulingana na ofisa Njagi ndio akapata guts ya kuniweka ndani anifikishe kotini. Kuna vile yeye anafanya kazi. Nilikwambia mimi ni ofisa wa serikali na sitaki Njagi ajue kitengo changu ni gani, kwa sababu naona tuki end up na hii case nitaweka Njagi ndani. I have my own ways, but for now let him do his work. Nikakwambia siwezi enda ninunue shamba kama sukuma wiki. I used the due process. If I did not see the original title deed, there is no way I could have bought that land. I did not buy the land through photocopies. I used the original title deed.
Yes.
There is one thing I want to tell you. Sahi, kwa mfano gari yanguke pale kwa barabara.
Yes.
Wale watu wako ndani wote wafe. It's an example.
Yes.
But wawe walikuwa wamebeba makaratasi.
Yes.
Unanielewa?
Yes.
Wewe happen by chance you pick those papers from them. Unanielewa?
Yes.
Na mtu mmoja wa hiyo familia, kwa sababu wenye walikuwa rightful owners wamekufa, mtu mmoja wa hiyo familia umpelekee hiyo document, akwambie kwa sababu umeniletea document nataka kukuzia hiyo shamba. Who will sell the land? What will you do?
I think
mutabadilisha kila kitu kwa hiyo nini?
But what I think
title deed. Sasa nataka hapa unielewe vizuri. Shamba yenye nilinunua, mwenye alikuwa rightful owner wa kwanza, unanielewa? Alipatia walibadilishana makaratasi na mwanamke, aliuzia mwanamke fulani. That is what I can say. Ambao anaitwa Rose Gemi Muhando. Alimuuzia shamba.
Yes.
So me, I bought the piece of land legally from Rose Gemi Muhando. Sijui kwa nini ofisa Njagi, lakini maofisa mimi nawajua tu, wanapenda kukula kitu kidogo. Pengine amekula kitu kidogo, yani anatafuta vile mimi nami nitampa pesa. I can't bribe him at all cost, kwa sababu amenionyesha anaweza niweka ndani, but siwezi mpatia pesa. Kwa hivyo asiote, hata asiote, kwa sababu najua hapa ni kama alikula hongo, hapa kuna rushwa, ndio aniweke ndani on top of my 5 million, on top pesa nimelipa.
But I think the reason why you are to go,
I am very bitter.
You are so arrogant by that time, if you can remember.
How could I not be arrogant? Mahali ananiambia mimi ni mwizi.
You didn't cooperate well.
I could not have cooperated.
Why?
Aliniita mwizi. Alisema nafanya mambo zangu kwa njia isiyofaa. Akaniambia nimetumia njia ya uragai kupata ile shamba, na ninajua vizuri sana nimelipia gharama. Nikaenda nikalipa pesa ya transfer, nikaenda nikalipa pesa ya tax. Unanielewa? Hizo ni pesa zote nilikuwa nimetoa kwa mfuko yangu, but ile chance kidogo nilitaka kumuonyesha vile nimelipa. Imagine hata ananiambia nikalie floor, nimuelezee nikiwa kwa floor. I have never heard of such a thing. Ile harassment alikuja nayo, do you expected me to just bow at him? Unajua unaweza inamia mtu kama unajua kuna mahali umejificha. Lakini sasa mimi ni pesa yangu nimetoa, yenye nimefanyia kazi, nimetoa jasho. Na yeye mwenyewe anataka kunionyesha nimenunua kitu isiyo halali. Na muonyesha original documents, wakasema wako na zingine ambao ni original kuliko za na pale ndio nilikubali kama yangu si original, nimewekwa ndani nione hizo zingine. I am very much happy that the officer is here with you now.
So you had to pay how much?
250,000 for the board. I know this is what you are trying to ask me.
Okay.
Hiyo ni pesa ingine tena imetoka kwa mfuko yangu. Naendelea kucount because I know one day somebody will pay for that. Siwezi kuwa kazi yangu ni kutafuta pesa nikiharibu. Na kama itaangukia ni huyu ofisa Njagi. Unanielewa? Kwa sababu nikikataa kumhonga ananisukuma ndio nitoe pesa yangu kwa mfuko.
Yes.
He will pay my money.
He will pay.
In one way or another. Nitatumia njia zangu. I know the law. I know what the law says. Nitatumia njia ya kisheria. He will pay my money. Kama ni huyu Rose, nitatumia njia ya kisheria, but they will pay me back my money. Na shamba sipeani. Kama hiyo ndio njia wanatafuta, kwa shamba sipea, kwa sababu ninanunua kwa njia inayo stahili. Sasa kuna huyu mama mnasema anaitwa Mama Kafue. Ni vizuri sana, ni mama mzee. Yes. Na kila mtu anaweza mhurumia. Lakini kama hawezi hurumiwa na bwana yake anauza shamba akiwa, sio ni mambo ya domestic. Kwa nini mnataka mimi nimhurumie? Do you think I can go?
Who is Mama Kafue?
Si ni bibi ya ule bwana aliuza hiyo shamba.
Mama Kafue unajua wewe sema ni yari kuuzia. Unajua baba
sisemi Mama Kafue ameniuzia shamba. Nimesema shamba niliuziwa na Rose Gemi Muhando. Ambao ni concubine wa Mama Kafue. Lakini kwa hii kesi yenu kulinga.
Do you think you will win this case?
Of course I will. I have all the grounds to win the case. Because I am the right owner. Pardon?
Do you have the enough evidence for that?
I don't have to give it here. The only evidence that is remaining with me is to give before the court of law. And that is where you have taken the case. Why do you expect me to come here and discuss something that is in the court of law? Wewe unataka mimi niongee nini na ofisa Njagi? Swali kidogo. Naomba tusikizane. Yes. Wewe unafikiria ni nini nahitaji kuongea na ofisa Njagi mwenye kazi yake ni kuchukua shughuli zangu, kukura kitu kidogo because that is what he is. Alafu ananifikisha kotini na saa hii tuongee naye hapa.
Let's do this.
Kwanza wewe una makosa makubwa. Sijui wewe unatetea nini na ni wewe unataka kuniconvince. Okay. Do you know you are the cause of all the problems that I have gone through in the
Yeah, I understand that, but unajua hapa tuko hapa tutafute justice.
Na sikatai tutafute justice.
Hata wewe unasikia una shida.
Kwa nini mlipeleka kotini?
Shida iko wapi?
Sikatai justice tupatie
shamba si mwenye shamba.
Sikiza.
Senior.
Yeah?
I think you have given this man chance to talk.
Yes.
It's my turn to talk.
How can you talk before I have completed?
Just complete.
Why don't you give chance?
Complete.
Siwezi ongea mpaka kesho ofisa Njagi.
Ongea.
Naongea tu kwa muda na wewe uongee.
But I think you should try to
Yes.
To be quick.
Very good. Nauliza hivi.
You are taking too long to explain about it.
Yes.
I don't know the reason.
The reason is I am bitter about everything.
You can take some water there.
Sasa swali yangu ni moja. Na ni kwa heshima. Kwa sababu nataka hata nyinyi mpate. Ningetaka justice ipatikane.
Yes.
Kwa sababu nimeona kuna mahali hakuna justice.
Yes.
Niulize ofisa Njagi kidogo. Ofisa Njagi, by any chance ulikula rushwa? Ulihongwa? Ni swali tu. Kama sikuhongwa, ofisa Njagi, kwa nini mnaniita kwa kesi yenye umepeleka kotini? I think that is only the question I have for you. Unaniita tuongee, tujue the way forward when the case is already in the court of law. Juu wewe mwenyewe ndio ulinipeleka, mulishikana, mkanipeleka. What else do you want me to do? Or what else do you want me to say?
I think the court has ordered Mr. Njagi to continue.
Why don't he express himself? Nijue kwa nini mmeniita. Nataka kusikia kutoka kwa Njagi.
Before I talk to this man,
Yes.
I think I need to inform him. He seems to be uninformed. You see, in the first place, he is accusing me of taking bribes.
Yes.
I think he should present an evidence. That's one.
True.
Secondly, he's purporting that, and he knows that he is the right owner of the land as per now, and he has said by himself, if you have no case to answer, you would have not been released by court on bond. You would have been released freely without any bond. That's one.
True.
Right?
Yes.
He's chatting, he's jumping that there is Margaret, there is Mama Kafue to be sympathized, that mother should not be sympathized with because her husband, Baba Kafue, is not with sympathizing with her. Can you see that? Ati hastahili kuhurumiwa kwa sababu mwanake pia hakumhurumia akiuza shamba. Whereas he's saying very well, mwenye alimuuzia shamba ni Rose Ngemi Muhando.
Yes.
Na sasa anasema mwenye aliuza shamba ni nani? Ni Baba Kafue. Can you see that?
Yes.
By no chance, I have asked you any bribe. In my cases of record, I have never taken any bribe for information. So one, this man should be on bond. Anastahili kuwa kwa mambao akishuhudia ambavyo ninachukua hongo ama ambavyo nimechukua hongo. Are we together?
Yeah, but what I think, Mr. Njagi, it is good you proceed with what brings us here to avoid that conflict between hongo and corruption and whatever. So, Baba Steve,
that was actually out of order.
Maybe can explain to us that Mr. Njagi takes some blame.
Well, that's very good. It's a very good answer.
Okay.
Whatever evidence I am holding now, there is no way I can give it here. And I'm repeating myself. After all this case, I want to let Officer Njagi know very clearly he will also be having a case to answer. He is doing his investigations. But kulingana na vile aliniharas for fighting kwa haki yangu, kitu nimenunua akakuja kuniandama kiasi ya kuniweka ndani, nilianza kumshuku. Umenielewa? So kuna njia zangu wakati nimetoka ndani, nachunguza ni nguvu gani, ni sheria gani alitumia. Sina makosa, yeye alifanya kazi yake. But in which grounds? You get my point? Nimeanza kupata ripoti zangu, na hizo ni mimi nitamustaki nazo. Unanielewa? So I don't have to give him the evidence. Hiyo atatampu nayo. Unanielewa? Kwa sasa niambieni, si ninyi mmeniita. Nimempa hint kumwambia siwachani na yeye. Sasa nijue mmeniitia nini hasa.
Baba Steve. It seems like you are an officer. You are also doing
Yes, I am also an officer.
It seems you are an officer, you are also doing your investigation behind the camera.
Na lazima nichunguze kama huyu mtu anaenda kwa njia mzuri.
Just to make sure in favor.
Sio inaniveva.
Investigation you are doing, it seems like
okay, let me bring it clear to you.
So,
let me bring it clear to you.
There is nothing like talking much here.
Okay.
You know,
Bwana senior, can I make it clear to you? Very brief. Nikuulize. Being an officer or not, can I just stay and wait to lose millions of money? Can I be that stupid? Nikae tu nipoteze almost 6 million now cause nimenunua hiyo shamba at 5 million. Unasikia naendelea kutumia pesa.
Listen,
why am I not cooperating?
I have something
I am ready to cooperate.
It seems you came here to argue with an officer.
No,
but I think
we are not arguing. I just wanted to know.
Can makes this work easy. Because the way you keep on tackling things, arguing for things, arguing.
Okay.
The guy.
Okay.
Listen.
Yes.
Give me a chance to talk. I think this man is out of order.
Yes.
If I have any case to answer, go to the court like I did. If you are an officer, well and good. Be given a warrant of arrest, come and arrest me and take me to court. I am investigating about this land. This is what has brought us here. You losing your money. It is not justice. Baba Kafue, Los Mohando, or any person who loses his or her property, it is not justice.
Yes.
We are here to serve justice. So if you have any allegation
Yes.
that I'm taking bribes, that I took bribe, just take me to court and charge me with that. But as per now, you should be trying to tell us how you acquired the land with no fraud. Defend yourself by telling us this is how you bought the land. These are my documents. These are my right.
There is only one thing, you
But
guys, you are not understanding. And this is what I want you to tell me. Just one thing, so that I can have the go ahead. Na wauliza swali moja. Dave, na wauliza swali, na ni kama mnajaribu kuondoa hii swali yenye ninauliza. Na ndio tuweze kuelewana.
Yes.
Nimewauliza hasa mumeniita. Na nimefanya kitu la busara sana. Nimekuja. Though nilikuwa na ile mauchungu ya kuwekwa ndani kama mwanadamu, tuseme ukweli. Lakini sasa kukuja hapa nataka muweke kwa mesa point yenye imefanya muni.
Okay, the reason why
Nikijua nitaweza kupro.
I think Baba Steve, right? Let me explain for you so that it can be easy for you to understand.
Yeah.
The reason why we have called you here, we need to investigate further.
Okay.
According to the business. So we are urging you to help us know this person called Margaret, because the one maybe we are suspecting might not be her, but we need you to
Margaret.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry because in my case I have got no.
Do you have a, it's not a case.
I don't have any,
do you have a
anybody
case?
called Margaret.
Don't call it a case.
Okay, not a case.
Yes.
Which Margaret are you talking about?
If you can remember the recently, I think officer you can explain to me what happened.
Who is Margaret?
In the first place, Baba Steve Arias, Harun Mungai. Senior,
Yes.
just wait a minute, I explain to this man. He seems not to know what
is
which is in order. Eh?
Yes.
Now, I have acquired 2 documents. One, from your area chief.
You have acquired my documents.
Yeah.
You know you are now giving me a new story. Why didn't you tell me you have my documents?
My friend, you are a suspect. Cooperate and you listen. You are speedy to talk. You should listen first.
Come again?
You should listen first.
Okay, I'm listening.
And ask a question later. I acquired this document as an officer mandated to investigate a case, a serious case, a capital offense. This document is a photocopy from the transfer of the land between you and Los Ngemi Mohando. This is the transfer letter between you and Los Ngemi Mohando. This is a copy that was left to your area chief, this one. I have another copy here, the same copy, as it should be as per the rule, as per the Land Acts number 23B. This document is a copy of this one from the Ministry of Lands. I have been cross-checking these documents, and there is a lot of confusions from the details. One, from the description of the land, that is the size of the land, there is a lot of mixed up. One is stating certain point of hectares, and the other one is a different. I don't go to go back to that many. Another one, the signatories are differing. Another contradiction, the official stamp is different in each of these documents, whereas they should be the same. You are supposed to retain yours, as the Ministry of Land is supposed to retain for future use. Right? So there is mixture of details. Mungai, losing your money is not justice. We are here to serve your justice. Baba Kafue losing his property together with his wives is not justice. We are here to serve justice to everybody in equal. Human right is equal to everybody in this universe. Nobody who has rights above each other. It's up to me, it's up to the government to serve justice to every person who lives in this country. So ours is, that is the reason that we have called you here. There is a contradiction between the Los Mohando, who sold you the land, and the Los Mohando, who was the initial owner, who was transferred that land by Baba Kafue. So we want you to help us to get the right Los Mohando. In which way? One, by their names, by her names, her full names. You should be able to recognize her by face, or that is physical appearance. We are looking for Margaret, who is accused of fraudulently taking the documents from Rose Ngemi Mohando. Are you getting us?
I'm getting you.
So, we are giving you a responsibility, a lawful responsibility, to help us to know who is Ngemi Mohando.
Okay, you want me to help you identify Margaret and Rose Mohando.
Listen first.
The person who sold.
You recognize that person by name and by physical appearance. Is that true? That is the only way that we will be able to bring justice to all of you people.
Okay, can I talk a bit? Let me ask a question. I remember last time you said the person you are suspecting to have sold the land is Margaret, and you have your own ways to get rid of her. Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
True.
Very good. The only thing now we can do here, and that is only the way I can cooperate and we can come up as a team and know the truth, because, okay, me, I bought this piece of land genuinely. I have spent my money and I don't want to lose anything. I don't want to say...
That is why I'm here.
Good. I don't want to say that the documents we are not fraudulently taken or in any way. I even don't want to know how this Baba Kafue sold the land to Ngemi Mohando.
True.
I don't want now to know any relationship that they do have.
True.
All I want to know is how I will either I recover my money or else I remain with the piece of land. Now, why don't you help us to bring Margaret here? When you bring Margaret here, I will identify her, say she's the one who sold the piece of land to me or not. You get my point? Because me, I was new here. So when I bought the piece of land, I don't know how I can get those people. You get my point? You are the officer of the government who is eligible and entitled to investigate this case. You get my point? Me, though being an officer, I am not authorized to do the investigation unless do my own investigations, because I want my justice to stand. I cannot just let my money go. So what you have to do here, Officer Njagi, it's very simple. You are to take us to who? To Margaret.
Yeah, and I think by having Margaret's number, we can track her.
If you track Margaret, I will identify whether she is the person who sold the piece of land to me, and we will know where to start. Now, how do you expect me to assist you? For somebody I don't know where I can get.
I have not called you to assist me in investigations.
Yeah.
Rather, you are not supposed to challenge my investigation process.
And I'm not challenging.
Listen, don't try to challenge my investigation.
Am I challenging in any way?
Listen first. Learn to listen, man. My big agenda was to inform you so that you can be able to know that you bought a land which has a lot of questions in the buying and selling process. And if I might answer your question, in any kind of investigation process, there must be those people who have to be harassed. Because I believe if I could not harass you, if I could not harass the Baba Kafue, whoever, or any of the Rose Mohando senior, this case could be staggering as it was. True.
Yeah. That's true.
That is why in CID's department, kuna mahali unapelekwa and you have to be tortured to give information.
Yeah.
That is the work of the government.
To implement law.
To implement law. How can you implement law? There is no way, there is no peaceful way.
I don't think there
implement
is
law.
any way you can implement law by violence. Two wrongs does not make a right. And this is why I am always asking you whether you think you are qualified for the job you are doing.
There is nothing like qualifications here.
I don't have any problem because I'm not the government, I'm not the court of law. I am just an individual who have obtained his own properties. So let us not touch there. All I want to ask you is, right now as we talk, I can see you have the documents. How did you obtain those documents? And I left the document, the original document, in the office of the chief. And now you have it. I can see you have the original document. You have some other papers. You have about 3 copies with you. Am I right? Right now.
They can even be even 10.
No problem.
Yeah.
Why don't you wait and wait for the question? You know, if you jump to give me answers before I ask the question, that means there is something fishy you are trying to hide. And this is why I was telling you, it seems as if you have been bribed somewhere, because you are not giving me a chance to prove my point. Get me right. I am asking you, have you taken the documents from the chief's office? If so, how does the documents read? If there are some questions in the documents, as we start here, do you know anything about the ownership of the piece of land? To whom does it belong? Am I asking the right question?
This guy is out of order. But anyway, let me tell him something. If you have any challenge about me, my investigation process, you will take that case, or you will challenge me in the court of law.
How can I challenge you in the court of law while the case is already in the court of law?
If
your case is not done.
I'm not.
Just a minute. My case is not done. And you expect me to start challenging you in the court of law when the other case is not done? The judgment is not passed.
But I think according to my thinking capacity, I can assure you, or maybe conclude this. I think Mr. Njagi is an officer. I don't. Maybe it might be he have been given the money to take the document from the chief camp so that he can continue doing more investigation. Is that true, Njagi? Were you given the mandate from the court?
You have given the answer.
I think that is the fact. You know, he is the one who take you to the court. Maybe he knows what he writes on those papers that were laid there in the court. If I may ask, what was your case? What was writing in that paper? Jaji alikusomea nini pale? or that person called sijui what alikusomea nini?
Okay. Wakati nilifika,
I think an officer is the one who like the statement.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think you can ask me. Unafaa kumuuliza alinistaki na nini?
Wewe ulisomewa, ulistaki.
Mimi nilisomewa.
Ulisomewa.
Lakini yeye ndio ako na copies za kesi yenye alinistaki nayo.
Do you want to tell us you didn't have here what you?
Yeah.
Ulistakiwa na nini?
Okay. Nilistakiwa. Okay. Mimi nilistakiwa kwa kununua shamba nikauziwa na mtu asiyekuwa mwenyewe. Nikauliza kotini. Unanielewa?
Yes.
Wakili wangu aliniuliza. And I believe Officer Njagi was there because I found him in the court. Hata nikipewa boda alikuwa, si ati kuna kitu hajui. He knows how the case went. Na ndio namwambia he's trying to contradict things. Sikiza. Pale sikiza, swali niliuliza kotini.
Yes.
Si umeniuliza swali?
Yes.
Kwa nini hautaki kujua ukweli? Nikwambie, nilipostakiwa kwa kuobtain shamba yenye niliuziwa na mtu sio mwenye shamba.
Yes.
Nikauliza kotini, alitoa wapi documents ambao ni halali? Umenielewa?
Yes.
Jaji kwanza akapose. Magistrate akapose. Akaitisha documents. You get my point?
Yes.
Akaenda documents through. Kuenda documents through, akaona hizo documents ni original. Umenielewa?
Yes.
Akaangalia transfer zenye tulifanya. Akaona nimeenda kwa njia ile sahihi. Lakini kwa sababu nilikuwa nimeakusiwa. Unanielewa vizuri? Hangeniachilia, alisema hiyo case ameweka iendelee kuinvestigatiwa tujue ukweli ni gani. So the day of judgment is awaiting.
Yes.
Unanielewa?
Okay, let me ask you, Baba Steve.
Yeah.
Once I visited nilivisit lini nilikuwa wapi? This day nilikuwa nimevisit kotini. Na niliona pale wakati nilikuwa naangalia kwa boro, niliona kakitu kalikuwa kanasema before you appear in court, try at chief camp to solve your cases, try your parents, and try your elders. Is that all?
Yeah.
Before mambo ifike pale, because in a court of law we can say there is a lot of time wastage and money wastage, right?
Very correct.
Unaweza pata tunafikia ile, lakini ile 5 million yako yenye maybe unaweza taka upate umetumia like 2 million, because hata huyo advocate mwenye unasema kusimama pale si ni pesa.
That's very true.
Mimi naona hapa Baba Steve ni tuungane mikono. Espana. Tuache differences. You stand firm na utuambie mimi mkinipea hivi nitakuwa sawa. Kama ni hii 5 million mimi mkinipatia. Okay, I'm just trying to.
I'm just laughing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So mimi kuuliza tu najiomba kwa sababu mimi najua tukipelekana kotini itakuwa ni time wastage, money wastage.
Very good.
Na kama tunaweza sikizana before hata tufike mbele ya judge na tufike pale hata tuseme we have withdrawn the case.
Yeah.
I think hata Mungu akiwa mbinguni.
Good. Now to cut the long story short.
Mr. Baba Steve.
Yeah.
I know you are not the owner of that plot, right?
Pardon?
Okay, you know.
What did you say?
I'm saying
I am the owner of the land.
I know you are the owner of that.
At all cost.
But
I have given my money.
Let me ask you a question.
And I obtained the documents.
If you get that money, maybe to tumeng'ang'ana na kuipata hiyo pesa, I know you can purchase a land somewhere. Is that true? Na uache hii land iko na conflict. Kwa sababu, can you imagine one thing? There's danger.
Where am I getting the money? Do you have the money?
Of the conflict.
Do you have the money to give me?
We should be asking ourselves. We need to investigate. And first of all, we know the one who convinces you.
Hold your horses. Just listen to me. Listen to me. This is where I was coming. But you have got just one big problem with you.
Yes.
Bwana Dave. Na nitakuambia. I remember last time before you take me to court, before you arrested me,
Yes.
I was trying to look for ways how we can settle this matter outside the court. You get my point?
But I think
what happened? Just a minute. Why don't you give me just a small chance? After kuwa mimi sijakataa kwa njia yoyote ile, to be compensated,
yes,
and be given my money back,
yes,
you called me a criminal. Nikajaribu kuwaleta niwaonyeshe nimetumia pesa yangu, nimetumia the due process. Kwa hivyo kama ni kufidiwa pesa zangu, nirudishiwe pesa zangu, singesema sitakubali. I didn't fight for that piece of land. You know, ni kama kitu na kufia. Right now as you have asked me, umenielezea vizuri sana.
Yes.
Ulisoma karatasi kotini.
Yes.
Inasema kabla case ifike kotini, tunaweza jaribu chief, tunaweza jaribu kwingine, vile tunaweza solve.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you.
Yes.
Didn't I not follow that channel? Wakati nilienda, chief akakuwa witness. You get my point?
Yes.
Na hata nikakubali kuacha dokumenti zangu kwake in case of anything. Sasa nyinyi hapa ndio naona ni kama mnapotea kidogo. Mnataka tupitie sasa channel ya kwa chief, tujaribu kusolve, and at the same time you people ndio mmepeleka case kotini. You want me to withdraw that case?
The reason why I'm avoiding to give you a chance to explain your point,
yeah,
you keep on repeating yourself.
But I am asking you questions according to what you are saying.
Mimi nataka ikuwe hivi. For now, what we need from you. Kama you have to tell us whether you are ready. We solve this case outside the
amicably.
Well,
you understand? Because the more hii kitu itakuwa kotini, the more you waste a lot of money, the more you waste a lot of energy. But I think tukiweza tuungane, we stop this conflict you are trying to create here with an officer. A mistake was done.
Does he admit that?
Maybe,
leave alone you. Does he admit that?
What I think, maybe in the future.
So for me to accept anything, does he admit that?
He didn't do thorough investigation before maybe taking you to the court.
Does he agree with me that there is another way of sorting issues without violence? Does he agree with me?
You know,
can I answer you that?
Baba,
yes.
Can I answer you that?
You know one thing. Let me just answer him. Baba Steve.
Yes.
If you went to school, if you really went to school, war is one of the ways of solving a conflict.
You know, I wanted to elaborate some point to him.
If you have to challenge what I did, that is another issue. The issue here is land. You get your money back, Baba Kafuiz get his plot back, right? So if there is any other case that you can present in the court of law, do it beside this civil case of land.
Now, as you said, it is very good. About getting my money back, that is an issue to be sat and discussed, because it is not something that was in my mind. When I am here, I am not here fighting for my money. I am here fighting for my piece of land that I did acquire legally. Are we together? I bought the land in the right channel. Now, as you are telling me, it is time you are telling me there is a solution. I didn't know that. Now that I know, you people, let me ask you, are you willing to give me back the money so that I can take the money and leave the...
Okay, the only option right now, it is just to join hands. We try to search those con women or women who convinces you to buy the fake land.
I have no problem with that.
Using the fake document.
I have no problem with that.
So you have to help us. We have to join hands.
Yeah.
It might sound funny going to arrest the thieves or those con women, and we are going there starting fighting ourselves.
We will not fight.
So I'm just hoping.
If we fight the person who sold this piece of land,
yes,
and we arrest him, not we, the officer.
Yes.
Let me say, if Officer Njagi arrested the person who sold the land to me, I will listen with her.
Yes.
I will listen with Officer Njagi. I will listen with you too. I will listen with anybody if I get my money back. You get my point? I am ready
I want also to ask you a question.
to surrender that piece of land.
I think I want also to ask you a question. If God lucky, we go and get that person who convinces you to buy the land using fake documents, because I think those are fake documents. But the fake photocopies I think.
It is the fake photocopies because the title deed is original.
The title deed is.
And don't forget, if you look at that document, you will find there is one document which is original and another one that is fake. Is it not so, officer?
Get my point, Mr. Baba Steve. Right? If God luckily we get to know that person, will you proceed to the court? Will you take that person to the court to get your money? Or you just assume uliniuzia na iko hivyo? Will you just proceed to the court?
It will depend. Now get me. It will depend on what grounds will she handle the whole case. You know why I told you? Let me just give you an example. If the person will not agree that she sold there, she's the one who sold the land to me.
You just assume.
You know there is one thing I can't do.
Okay.
I can't quit and leave my money.
But
so the most important thing.
No, let him finish.
The most important thing here is how you have told me you want us to join hands.
Yes.
If we join hands, we will fight for justice.
Yeah, true.
I get my money
for both parties,
and the other party get the right of their piece of land. Now telling me whether I will proceed in the courts. The thing that will make me proceed in the court of law is if I can't get justice and get my properties back.
And why are we here? Don't repeat yourself. We are here to serve justice.
Good. If you serve justice and justice be found,
there is nothing like going to court.
What for?
You just withdraw. For me, as an officer, yes.
I think those people, maybe like Baba Kafui, who is there in the jail or maybe in the prison, I think we need to arrest that convict. I think those people are innocent.
Of course they are.
I think they are innocent.
I have a formula to use.
The person who is guilty here is the person who managed to convince Baba Steve using a fake identity to convince him to buy the land. You understand? And as for now, I think we are supposed to join hands. We start tracing that person and see whether we manage to get him or her. You get?
I think, according to me, there are two people here who have a case to answer. According to how I trained before I become an officer, there are two people here. One, there is Rose Muhando. Rose Muhando was the rightful owner of the plot before I bought it.
Yes. You
get my point? And this is what you could have investigated before even taking me to court, before arresting me. And Rose Muhando, the documents were in her custody. So at any grounds, there is the way the documents were taken from her, which made me to buy, believing she was the one who was selling the piece of land to me. You get my point? Now, there is Margaret. And if you look at it very well, Margaret is another is a concubine of who? Of Rose Muhando. You get my point? If Margaret is a concubine of Muhando, but I am not sure because I have not seen this Margaret and say she's the one. You get my point? But if she happened to be the one, this case, there is no case here. Because those two women corroborated leave alone to convince me. They corroborated to steal the rod from that old man.
They will explain how they
now they will explain how they got the piece of rod. Because me, I bought the rod in the right channel. So if the rod was not even transferred officially.
Baba Steve, what I think right now, we should not expose ourselves.
Yeah.
We should not expose ourselves. Because the more we are talking here, the more we are giving
that is why I'm silent.
The more we are giving our enemies more ways to convince us.
But I think they are not here. We are only the three of us.
They will watch the video. You know, we are just recording this video. So I think
how can they watch the video when they are in the custody?
They just watch. Like those people who are called Margaret.
Yeah.
Margaret is still loitering around outside. So I think, Mr. Njagi, I know you have some.
I have my own mechanism.
Some mechanism there.
If I can tell you, I use my own mechanism.
Okay. Do you have Margaret number? We can track her.
No, I look for her. Just wait.
Okay.
I read you. I read you in that.
The one I'm suspecting, I have her number.
Yeah, I read you for that. Don't worry. Don't worry about her.
So I think, Baba Steve, we should not expose ourselves so much or too much, right? I think it's the best time. We join hearts. We go and trace that so-called Margaret, the one I know.
Yeah.
Not the one maybe you know.
Yeah.
Let's first of all we track the one I know.
Yeah.
The one I'm suspecting might be. Is that true?
Yeah.
And if it happens, maybe she's the one. We'll proceed with the case. Is that true?
I have no problem with that.
Yeah. So I think
because I also want the justice to be done.
Everybody will get justice as per constitution. Your money will get back into your pocket. The land will go back to the family, and everybody will be equal.
Yes, for now I am wasting a lot of time.
So it is up to us. We join hands here.
We join hands.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's very good. That's very good. That's very good.
That is our work.
Okay, thank you. So my people, as per now, mambo imefikia ni hapo. Itabidi tuende direct. Tuende tuone kama tutaweza kumpata yule ambaye tuna suspect might be one ambaye ni Margaret the second wife kulingana na mimi, but si kulingana na Baba Steve ama kulingana na whoever watching this. Tuende pale Baba Steve atukonfirmie kama ni yeye, kama sio yeye basi
we go on with investigations.
Bado tunaendelea na investigation, but we are hoping mambo itakuwa sawa. Stay tuned, bye.